A short mobility exercise routine. So great to do in the morning when you're short of time, if you're feeling a bit stiff, or before you go to work, or in the evening, after gardening, anytime you like, and here's what we're going to do. So we are going to start off standing, and feet, knees, hip distance apart, abdominals, pelvic floor engaged, and we're going to come into some roll downs. Just try and let your spine be nice and relaxed and as flexible as you can and free. Nice deep breaths in, engaging your core. This time as you roll down, once you reach your furthest point, without overbending the knees, I might add, you're just going to squat and straighten, roll back up. So now we're just getting into the hamstrings that run up the back of the thigh, behind the knee. Lovely. And this time 2 squats, 1 and exhale, straighten up. Inhale, squat, exhale, 2. Core engage, roll back up. Squat and straighten, 1 more, squat and straighten, roll back up. And this time 4 squats, lovely, just relax the upper body, tuck that chin in and let it roll. 1, 2, 3 and 4, roll back up. Lovely. Roll back down. Bend your knees. Put your hands flat in front of your toe. Walk the hands out, coming onto your hands and knees. We're going to come into cat-cow. So hands underneath the shoulders and knees over the hips, nice neutral spine. And inhale, push that chest out. And exhale, tuck the tailbone under, rolling up your spine. And just continue in your own tempo as you're ready. Take your time, don't rush. If you've got on your mat to mobilise your spine, you may as well do it properly and take your time and get the most out of it. Try not to rush. You feel that nice stretch, just pause at the end of each movement. Just really feeling the beauty and the simplicity and the magic of these lovely mobility exercises. So wonderful for the spine. Loving our spine, appreciating our bodies, giving our bodies some love and much needed attention. And if you've come to this video because you're feeling tight in the body, it's the body's way of reminding you to loosen up, that you've been doing too much other stuff, tension building exercises, and not enough love and care, mobility and stretching for your body. So that's just your body reminding you of what you need. So well done for coming here. We'll just do a couple more and doing this and nipping that in the bud before it gets too serious, because it starts off as a little bit of tightness here and there, and then that tightness gets worse and worse and worse and winds up being an injury. So it's your body's way of just giving you a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. Lovely. So now I'm going to come into sitting and we're going to come into the saw. So first off, we'll come into spine twist is what we'll do. So legs outstretched, or if you prefer, you can have your legs crossed, hands in at the chest, okay, or arms out. So those are your different options. So I'm going to have my legs out and I'm going to have my arms out. Keep your arms back if your arms are outstretched, and try not to bring them forwards. Inhale and exhale, twist, feeling that lovely mobility in the spine. Also, I might add, if you find it difficult to sit up on the floor, feel free to take a cushion or a Pilates block. If you have one, to sit on a cushion will be fine, a firm cushion, or one or two cushions, and that just gives the pelvis an anterior tilt and helps you to sit up a little bit straighter. One more on each side. And arms down. Now we're going to come into the saw. So feet flex, arms out, palms facing the opposite way in front of you, and twisting. When you can't twist anymore, bring that thumb back down, arm across and reach. Keep your bottom down on the floor. So really trying to push that left buttock cheek down, push the hip down so it doesn't come off. If you need to, feel free to bend the knees, completely fine. If you have tight hamstrings, and don't have your legs too wide if you're finding that difficult, feel free to narrow them. Find a way that works for you. Don't work against your body, work in with it. Lovely stretch for the hips. Lovely mobility for the thoracic spine. One more on each side. Breathe. Keep your shoulders down. Lovely. Staying in sitting, we're going to come into a lovely spine stretch. So sitting up as tall as you can, crown of the head to the ceiling. Hands just gently resting on your lap, on your legs. Bring your arms up in line with your shoulder, arms in line with the shoulder so they're not together. Roll the chin down to the chest. Continue to roll the head as you C-shape your spine. Articulate through your spine as you reach over, 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 over. Hands down on the legs or the feet. Slide those hands back, come up into sitting, shoulders down and away, arms up, and roll the chin down. And keep rolling that head down, articulate through your spine as you reach over, 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 over. Hands down, slide back, shoulders down and away. And continue. In your own tempo. So in your own time, take it nice and steady. Try not to rush. It's only a short video, so class session, whatever you want to call it, so no need to rush or feel the need to rush. A couple more there. One more. Lovely. Slide back up. Very nice. Coming into lying down now. I'm just going to bring your feet to the edges of the mat. Arms out wide like airplane wings. Palms up to the ceiling. And just lower the knees side to side. Getting into the hips. And just mobilizing those hips a little bit. Core is in, gently engaged. Back is in neutral. Nice little windscreen wipers. And then bring your knees and feet together and just roll to the side. Shoulder blades are down, middle, side, middle, side. Really lovely for the hips and the sacrum. Keeping your back in neutral as you go over, making sure you don't tilt your pelvis. Just keeping the pelvis in neutral as best you can. And just rolling here. One more in each direction. Good. We're going to stretch out your legs if that's comfortable for you. A nice modification would be to keep the left knee bent, keep one leg bent, arms down, and just keep that bent and keep the leg high, okay? So that might be an option for you, so feel free to do that. We're going to do 6 circles in each direction. So if you're not doing the modification, you're going to stretch out that left leg along the mat. And you're going to get your spine in neutral. And then bring that right leg up to the ceiling. Arms are relaxed by your side. In fact, you can turn those palms up, stopping you from pushing onto the floor. Bring that right leg over and out. Nice one leg circle. Try not to wobble in the hips. Try to engage your core. Take your time, bring that leg right over and down if you can. That's 6, and then other directions. We don't want any rocking side to side. And 6, bend that leg, bring it down. Either keep that leg bent and keep the other leg high, or you can straighten that right leg, bring the left leg up, and over the right leg and out. Over. Breathing. Trying to keep your upper body nice and relaxed. 5. One more. 6. Other direction. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bend the leg, bring it down. Bend both knees, coming into shoulder bridge. So, arms by your side, neutral spine, chin tucked in, opening up the airways. Tilt your pelvis, engage your core, peeling up bone by bone by bone. Focus on your spine, coming up to the shoulders, arms coming back, and arms down. Noticing your spine as you push each vertebrae down onto your mat. And this time I'm going to bring those arms up at the same time as you bring your spine up. Let's just see how that feels for you. So bring your arms down as you roll your spine down. If that doesn't feel so good for you, if that takes something away from it, then just keep your arms down. Okay, so it's an extra thing to think about. So you can just keep the arms down, peel up. If that's better for you, then it's important to do that and listen to your body, because this is all about nourishing the body, not pushing it out of its comfort zone, nourishing and putting some love and care and attention back into our body. And then this time, bring the arms back as you peel off, if that's comfortable for you. Squeeze your bum. Get the arms a bit wider than shoulder width. Relax them and peel and push. Sorry, not peel. Your spine back down. Tilt the pelvis towards you as you come past the thoracic spine and coming down into the lower part and into the lumbar spine and back to neutral. Now you're going to try and keep the arms there and see how this feels as you peel up. It may not work for you, it may feel a little bit too intense. If that's the case, then stop and go back to where it feels good and nourishing and comfortable. We don't want any sharpness, any stinging, any burning, just a nice mobility and stretch. Tilt the pelvis towards you as you're rolling back down. Good, couple more like that. So just keeping the arms back if comfortable for you. Making sure you don't roll onto the neck. Keep your knees narrow in line with your hips. And a couple more like that. One more. Lovely. Arms down. Just got another thing we're going to do. Bring the knees into the chest. Open up the knees. Bring them down and together. In. Keep our lower back on the floor. Open, down together. This is wonderful for the hips. Your hips right now are saying thank you. Thank you so much for this. This is just what I needed. Depending on the type of things you do, I do quite a lot of rowing, which is great, but it does put pressure on the back, and a lot of gardening at the moment. So if you're doing gardening or even just sat at the desk, you're sitting on those bones and just, you know, crushing the spine as it compresses. It's good to just do this. Now bring the knees in and take the legs forwards and out. It's good for everybody, really. Lovely. Wow, that feels so nice. Good, just a little movement, just feels so good. Let's do 3 more. 1. My hips are saying thank you. Good, and 3. Just bring your knees into the chest and just rolling side to side. And we've just got to bring the legs down. We've just got one more thing we're going to do before we say goodbye. We're just going to roll onto our front now and just come into a different type of mobilization for the spine. And we're going to have the arms in a U shape, core engaged. Inhale, just bring your arms slightly in towards the body, not so much that they're crossed up like that. So give yourself a bit of room. If you have broad shoulders, then obviously a little bit wider. And your legs are placed about hip width distance apart. Try to keep your shoulders down. It's a little bit of a core exercise as well, so try not to push too much on the hands. Inhale to prepare, lift the head, rolling your chest, your ribs off, and just rolling up to your own degree. Keeping the pelvic bone down and roll back down. Inhale and exhale, peeling, excuse me, and roll back down. Nice deep breath in. Try to keep those shoulders down. Bring those shoulders back and down, 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 down your back. Lovely. Keep this going for a little bit longer. Let's say 5 more. Just take your time and don't try to force your body up if it doesn't want to go, even if you only can come up just to here. It's a good place to start. So we're not all flexible and as mobile as we'd like to be, but with practice we can become more so. So 3 more. And once you're on your mat and start, you realise how much you need it. So just remembering that even if you don't feel like it, even though you've got this, that and the other to do, just take time, it's 15-20 minutes on the mat, quick mobilisation exercises, boom, done, feel good for the rest of the day. And then if you can, come onto this last one and come up onto your hands, push your hands away, feel that lovely, lovely juicy stretch in the lower back and down the front of the abdominals and come back down. And just bring your hands underneath your chest, roll up and wide knees, big toes together and coming into child's pose. If you enjoyed this little mobility drilling sort of exercises, then you might like my stretching routine. which is also on my channel. So have a look at that now. I'm bringing that up on the screen for you to click on and have a look at that. So do so and you will love that too. And then we are finished. So I hope you enjoyed that and feel good for the rest of the day, or go to bed feeling wonderful. And look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. Bye for now.